Hi there, Michelle Shine here. Today I wanted to share a little bit about a scientific article I came across that provides a little bit of evidence to how powerful you are and how powerful your imagination is. So in this study was by Sidaway and Trzaska. I think I'm pronouncing that right, but maybe not. The citation will be down below for you if you'd like to look up the article. In this particular study, they measured ankle dorsiflexor torque. And what they were trying to determine was if you could do exercises in your imagination and see an increase in muscle strength. So I thought this was a great study because what they did was they had three groups. One was a control group, and those guys did nothing. They did no exercises. Then they had a exercise group who actually did exercises for 4 weeks, 3 times a week for 10 minutes. And then they had the imaginary group. And what these guys did was they just imagined doing the exercises for 4 weeks, 3 times a week, for 10 minutes a day. Yeah, I think I got that right. And so what they did was they tested ankle dorsiflexor torque in 24 patients total, or study participants total. And what they saw was, roughly similar baseline torque levels in everybody. Okay, so that set up the baseline. And then at the end of the 4 weeks, they remeasured the ankle dorsiflexor torque. And what they discovered was that in actuality, the control group who did nothing, the ones who did not exercise, did not imagine the exercise either, those guys actually, their torque, interestingly, went down. It wasn't a statistically significant decrease in torque, but it was interesting. And then with the people who did the exercise group received a 25% increase in ankle dorsiflexor torque by the end of the study compared to when they started. Okay, and then the people who imagined doing the exercises, and they did not do the exercises, they just imagined it, and their results were 17 point something or other increase in ankle dorsiflexor torque. And what's really interesting is that in both the exercise group and the imagination group, those numbers were both significantly different from the control group. So those results are significant. And then what's also interesting to note is the 25% increase and the 17% increase noted by both the exercise group and the imagination group. Those numbers were not statistically different, which means the error bars overlap, and statistically those numbers are the same. So interestingly, in this study, people could increase their muscle strength by imagining doing exercises. So my question is for you, knowing that, maybe just sit with that for a second. So your imagination is really powerful, right? Like if you can just do your exercises for 4 weeks and get an increase in muscle strength and you're doing it in your mind, how powerful does that make you? And what does that mean that you have access to? Like what kinds of questions can you ask and what kind of information where can you come from if you know that about yourself, if you know that you are that powerful and that your imagination can create the changes that you want? So, an invitation is to go into your inner mana garden and do something that you love there. Maybe do it consistently and see what happens. See if your body makes some changes. See if something else might just show up that you want. All right, namaste. Thanks for watching.